Canteberry. I am the founder of Inspired by Vanessa, and this is one of the questions that I get often. As many of you may or may not know, I started my business after I was laid off from corporate America in 2011. I was not able to find a job with 20 years experience 2 years later. Hello, how are you, Special 54? And so oftentimes people want to be able to do more, but they're so skeptical, and that was me. I was skeptical to be able to do anything else outside of look for a job, because why? That's what we are programmed to do. So I had to take a leap of faith. I had to take a leap of faith, and I had to do something that most decide not to do. I invested in me. And so now, with me investing in me 3.5 years later, it allowed me to be able to continue to be my own boss. I haven't worked for anybody since I was laid off. Hello, how are you? Thank you so much for joining. And I haven't worked for anybody else since then. But this is the problem that we have. We constantly complain, remain complacent, and refuse to do anything about it. I'm going to say that again. We too busy complaining, complacent, and do not do anything about it. Hello, Jessica, honey, how are you? And so I want to be able to come on here this Monday, and the first of the month, I want to be able to give you some motivation. Thank you so much for inviting your followers. I do appreciate it. We are in a society where we have to start with change. And who's going to be the first one to change it? Ourselves. The person you look at every morning, every evening is you. You have to be willing to make those changes, and I had to be one of those people to make those changes. Not only to better my situation, but to be able to improve my future for my children. So I invested in myself. Even though so many people turned their nose up, thought I was crazy and everything else, and just say, go ahead and get you a job. But my situation changed. I was not able to find a job in this economy. So I did what most don't do. I no longer decided to stay average. And so now when people hear my story of everything that I do, and I'm at home working for myself for the past 3.5 years, they wonder, how did you do that? 1, I invested in myself. 2, regardless of anybody didn't support me or not, I did it anyway. 3, I continue to be open-minded to learning more. Regardless if I didn't have any experience or not, I was determined to learn. How can I not go back and work for somebody else? Number 4, keep growing. There's a difference between learning and growing. Once you reach that goal, make sure you stretch yourself to be able to accomplish another goal. I hope that makes sense to you. Always, always, always reevaluate your situation. Surround yourself around people who want to see you successful. And if those old people that you used to hang around with don't want you to be successful, remove that negative, toxic environment and replace them with those who are willing to support you. That may be hard, and that's fine, and that's understandable. But it's even harder when we continue to stay broke, complacent, skeptical, and not even growing, not 1 inch. So, yes, you have to continue to grow, evolve. You have to, because if you don't, you're in trouble. You are in trouble. So that's the main question I get all the time. How did I do it? That's how I did it. I continue to grow. And so in 3.5 years, it allowed me to be a speaker. It allowed me to have a successful business at home. It allowed me to be a best-selling author. It allowed me to be able to be on radio. It allowed me to be a coach. Are you following what I'm saying? Because I no longer allow myself to stay average, I was able to constantly grow. And this is what I love to do. I love to help more people to understand that it's so possible. No, I didn't have a blueprint. I had no clue. There's nobody in my family who was able to have a successful business. But I could not follow them. I had to follow leaders. I had to be at their footsteps, taking notes, want to know how did they accomplish these goals. You change your mindset like, yes, exactly. And that's why I wrote a best-selling book called Shifting Your Mindset. It's so important to shift your mindset. If you do not, hello everybody who's coming in here. Thank you so much for joining. If you do not decide to change your mindset, what happens? Nothing. You stay. Aloha. Wow. Hello. I always say I want to go to Hawaii. You allow yourself to expand that mind. From Texas, I have somebody I work with in Texas. You have to continue to expand your mind, educate yourself. I am a grandmother now, and I refuse to miss those precious moments with my grandchildren. I was able to spend that time with them all week last week. I didn't have to get permission from a job. I didn't have to schedule them in. It's hot. Yeah, I'm in Illinois. It is hot as heck. That's why my hair is pulled up. But I didn't have to schedule them in. I was able to spend that time with them. Time costs nothing. And I don't want them to have to. I have grandkids, yeah. But they are my pride and joy. And I want to be able to spend as much time with them as I possibly can. Because I do have a hectic schedule. But just imagine, what if I did not change my mindset? Thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate it. What if I didn't change my mindset? What if, right? And so this is why I constantly want to help more people to be able to go bigger. To learn how you can be able to run a successful business on a part-time basis. How is it that I have a part-time business and I make more money in that business than I did when I was working for somebody else? That's a problem. But it's a bigger problem when you're not educating yourself to be able to learn how. And so I was able to build off that business and keep on building. So once you learn it, become an expert in it, keep on building. And now I'm helping people all over the world. So many people constantly keep losing their jobs. They solely depend on their income. Hello, my love. How are you? Solely depend on one income. And then if they lose that income, then what happens? So this is why so many people ask me, what did I do to become a speaker, a coach, a best-selling author on radio? Because I allow... Thank you, my love. God is so good. So good. I never thought this would be my life. Never. But because I got outside of my comfort zone, doors open. My message is being heard. I'm speaking on platforms like no tomorrow. Going over to a bigger platform for radio. My book is selling out like crazy. God is so good. So we have to get outside of our comfort zone and do not allow ourselves to stay complacent. Complacent keeps us broken. So know you are worth more. But more importantly, be open to learn how to earn more. So feel free to connect with me. Oh, and also my book, Breaking the Cycle of Brokenness. Today is the last day to get the book on my website. I am autographing that book. It's going to end tonight at midnight. And it's been amazing testimonials that's now listed on my website. So go ahead, get the book. It is amazing. It's a self-published book. I self-published this book as well, my second one. Yes. See, that's what I'm talking about. Congratulations. That's how you do it. It's enough room for all of us. Enough room for all of us. I salute you for stepping outside of your comfort zone and going and sharing your message. Because a lot of times people are afraid to share their message, but you just don't know how many people you could free. You need to speak with me. Why don't you go to my website right now? Go to my website right now, InspiredByVanessa.com. And I want you to go in there and schedule a time so you could be able to speak with me this week. If tonight you could speak with me, fine. Let's make it happen while I have a little free time, okay? InspiredByVanessa.com. And that's where you can also get my book, InspiredByVanessa.com/author. You could be able to, yes, all one word, honey, all one word. I am ready to help more people to be financially free. I want to help more people to understand how I was able to have now I have multiple streams of income. How do you go from being unemployed to now having multiple streams of income? And this is what I want to help more people do. So 5 months in the year, let's stop being skeptical and let's go save and change some lives. Connect with me. I work with people all over the world, some international states, and this is something that you could be able to do on a part-time basis. Stop being closed-minded and be open to learning more. It's possible, because I had no experience, but I was ready, willing, and open to be able to change my situation. And I had 20 years experience in the corporate world, and nobody wouldn't even hire me. Now that's sad. But thank goodness I took a leap of faith, invested in myself while I was collecting my unemployment checks. And I've been blessed for the last 3.5 years to be able to not punch anybody's clock. That's a blessing. So thank you so much for all of you guys who poured in here. I hope you get a chance to watch the replay. Connect with me. I know I have a hectic schedule, but I'm ready to connect with more people. So what do? I do a lot. I am a speaker. I have a home-based business. I'm a mindset coach. I'm a best-selling author, and I am going to radio now. Yes. So God is good. God is so good. So connect with me, InspiredByVanessa.com. The information is also listed in my bio. You are great at what you do. You know what? It's been a work in progress. And this is why I've saved so many people. I help so many people to not have to work for somebody else forever. That's the goal. Don't have to continue to retire at 60 something years old. Now they said if I go back to corporate America, I will have to work until I'm the age of 72. Are you crazy? 72? That's a problem. That is big time enslavement. You have to be open to learn. So if you're open to learn, you're ready to save people, you're ready to change lives, you're ready to change your own situation and even your zip code, pay off some debt, I am ready to help more people, but you have to be willing to help yourself. So my information is in my bio. Let's connect. Let's do this. Let's make it happen. And I love helping people. It's not about business. It's about building a relationship. It's more like my team is a family. Because if I fall short, I want you to be there to have my back like I want to have yours. No, absolutely not. So with that being said, you guys be blessed. Stay positive, continue to learn and grow. And in the meantime, between time, guys, I will see you. Maybe tomorrow I'll be back. Be blessed, guys. Look forward to connecting with you.